everyone, it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I have my 2023 weigh-in. I have my kind of goals for January. We're going to talk about my neurosurgeon appointment, my rheumatologist appointment, and my pain management appointment. And so there's a lot to talk about and kind of what my plan is for 2023. So let us start with kind of a quick recap. The end of 2021, my neurologist called and said, hey, I'm tying up loose ends as I'm retiring, and I feel like I misdiagnosed you in 2017. So I spent a lot of 2022 seeing doctors and trying to figure out what the hell is going on with me. I did with severe muscle weakness in my limbs. I have really bad nerve pain. I've got some back issues, etc. So my pain management doctor in June or July, I started having the absolute worst nerve pain. And I'm talking about like DEFCON red. Like I was at a 10 consistently. And bless her heart, she was trying everything. So we had some imaging done. I did a, last time I saw you guys, I did a steroid epidural in my L4 region because there is a nerve that is being compressed there. And in that last video, I mentioned how much relief I'd gotten from that and how much better I felt until it wore off. And I think I got maybe 5 or 6 days relief. And I can remember telling Rob, I was like, why is the pain so much worse? Like it wore off and now I feel like the pain is worse. But that's actually not what happened. It was the same level of pain, but I had 5 or 6 days of a break from it. And it just shows me what high level of pain I'd been living with in the past 6 months. So I am still dealing with a lot of pain, and I am very disappointed that that epidural didn't work longer. I think it was Nancy mentioned that she's had it and she'd get years of relief. That I wish that happened, and it just didn't. So that was a bust. So, and that wore off, I want to say like the 21st. By the time I saw my neurosurgeon's PA, it was gone, like completely gone. So that appointment was on the 22nd. And you guys, I'd had such bad luck with doctors at UT Southwestern in 2022, but she was amazing. Like I like her better than I like the neurosurgeon. I like her better than I like the neurosurgeon. So, she spent an hour with me, or with us, because Rob was there too. And Misty, we are not crying just yet. No, we're not. We're not starting this right now. She pulled up my MRI imaging, and I gave her like a Cliff's Notes version of what's been going on with like the loss of sensation, the really bad back pain, the nerve pain, all of it. And she pulled up the cervical MRI, and you guys know I have stenosis, which is pretty common, but it's genetic, and it's where your spinal canal is narrow. But I also have a disease called OPLL, and that is where the ligaments in the spinal canal calcify, so they're hardening. In my cervical spine, number one, it's straight and it should be curved. Number two, when you look at an MRI of your spinal canal, there should be white around your spinal cord, and there's none anywhere in my cervical spine. And then in my in my thoracic spine, not only do I have a bone spur, but I have a disc that's making contact with my spinal cord, which I feel. That is I feel it, and that's been bothering me now for about 2 weeks. So, and actually it was bothering me before I saw her, and I was like, is that like this? Like I pointed and she's like, yeah. I was like, holy crap. Cause that has been bothering me too. Like if I try to lift my arm, I told her, I was like, if you try to if you had a stethoscope and you asked me to breathe deeply, I was like, I can't do it. Cause it literally hurts. It's awful. So we talked, she had me walk and we were talking, and she's like, I can't tell you for sure, she said, but I feel like he is going to want to do he's going to want to do a fusion of your cervical and part of your thoracic spine. And I was like, okay. She said that there's a possibility that he may want to do the entire spine. You guys know I mentioned before the last time I saw him, he's like, when we do the OPLL surgery, this isn't going to be where I go in one level. He's like, this is going to be an entire back surgery. We're going to have to open you up, from your cervical all the way down through your lumbar. And I don't know how to feel about it. Like, she said that there's a possibility that he may just want to go in and shave off some of the bone in my cervical spine. But she said, I honestly think with the issue that you're having in your thoracic spine, with the issue that you're like how much your spinal cord is being compressed in your neck, she said, I think he's going to say that this is what we need to do. We need to do a fusion. And I said, what exactly is that? And she said, it's like pens. They put in pens and all the other things. She said, this isn't going to be a small surgery. She said, this is going to be a pretty big surgery for you. And I was like, great. I knew a surgery was coming, right? I mentioned that in the last video, but I thought it was going to be my lower back again. I figured we'd do the fusion in my lower back. But for the OPLL, I thought I would have at least 10 more years before we did this really almost dangerous back surgery. So I don't know for sure. We're completely in limbo. She said she's going to talk to him. He was on vacation, and I completely understand not bothering him while he's on vacation. But she said she'll talk to him this week, and then she'll call and let me know like what he thinks, and then I'll make an appointment to come in and see him. The issue with the appointment is he's really only doing one clinic day because he's also working, I think she said, like spine cancer unit. I don't remember what she said. And I told my brother when he's gone to the doctor with my nephew, I was like, you need to ask if you can do a voice memo. That way you can play it back because you're chasing him. He's a toddler, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, why didn't I ask to do that? So the next time I go, I'm going to ask to see if I can record it so I can remember it. Because that's an issue. And I told her, because I was telling her about the MG, and she's like, okay, what disease? And I was like, see, I said, I literally thought I said Myasthenia gravis. I said it in my brain, but it didn't come out of my mouth. I'm having issue with recall. I'm having issue with words. I feel like my grammar is deteriorating. So it's like, it's a whole plethora of things. I asked her if the neck and stuff could be causing the weakness, possibly, but she also wants to possibly will refer me to a neurologist with a different clinic. And I don't know. I don't know what he can tell me what the other people can't, but I told her everything. Like, it was basically just bleh, word vomit. And I told her, I was like, I'm really trying to lose weight. I said, I really want to get 100 pounds off before we have this surgery. And she's like, you know him. She's like, he's going to be conservative. And he may say that you can wait 6 months before you have the surgery. He said, you may need to do it, in a month. So it's really going to depend on what he thinks of the imaging. So when I saw my rheumatologist Thursday, I saw the PA, which pissed me off. I don't mind seeing the PA, and I don't mind seeing a nurse practitioner. I don't want to walk into a doctor's appointment expecting to see my doctor, and someone I have never met walks in and says, oh, I'm the PA. And I was just like, but I really needed to talk to her. And she's like, well, you can tell me and I'll go tell her. And I'm like, that is the dumbest damn shit I've ever heard in my life. But I calmed down. I was just like, I said, this is no offense against you. I said, but I've had a really hard time with new doctors. And I said, I just don't like to be surprised. When I walk into a doctor's appointment thinking I'm going to see a particular person, if I'm not going to do that, please just let me know. Like, please just let me know. So we talked, and then she did a straight leg lift exam. I don't remember, but she's like, yeah, your right side is really, really, I don't remember what she said. I was like, yeah, my right side has been really bad. But then she fucked up the left side. So the left side has been bothering me since Thursday, and the left side is just as much flippin' nerve pain. So we talked, and one thing that we talked about with the PA for the neurosurgeon, I was like, I can pinpoint where some of my pain is coming from. And I said, this pain is constant. It never goes away. And she's like, well, that's more your SI joint. So the rheumatologist ordered a bilateral MRI of my SI joints. So you have one on the left, one on the right. They're kind of more like, they don't move. They're not supposed to move, but they're also not supposed to cause so much pain either. So once all that happened, I was getting my infusion. The doctor came in, we talked, and she said, if there is she said like a $10 scrabble word. She's like, if there is this on the MRI, she's like, then we're going to have to stop doing the symphony and try something different. And I said, okay. So I feel like everything's in limbo. And you guys who have followed me for a while know I hate that with the passion of 10,000 men. I want answers. I want answers today. So yeah. It's been rough. The pain, the epidural wearing off was just, it was physically difficult, but it was also emotionally and mentally difficult. And I told Rob last night, he's like, is there anything I can do? And I was like, no. I said, but I want to have a day where nothing hurts. Can I just have one day? Just one day where I can just have a day where nothing hurts. I'm not weak. I'm not vibrating. Nothing's buzzing. You know what I mean? Like, just one day. I just want one day. I mean, I would love to have more days than that, but I would settle for one day right now. I just want to be able to live and enjoy life. And that's not what's happening right now. And I did mention to her that I had some pretty dark thoughts this fall. I said, and I was like, we have to fix it. We have to fix it. And she said, this may not take your back pain away. She's like, but it will help your spinal cord. It may help, other things that's happening. And I said, that's fine. If I have to have it, I have to have it. I knew something was coming. I just didn't realize, like I said, I just didn't realize it was going to happen so quickly, because the last time, in 2019, when I had my cervical MRI, there was still space. Now there's not. So, yeah. So that brings me to weight. So I mentioned in my last video, my main goal for 2023 is to lose 100 pounds. So the last time I saw you guys, I weighed in at 338. I'm weighing in for January 2023 at 330. So I've lost 8 more pounds, and that's a total of 13 pounds in December, I think. It may be more. I can't remember. I need to be better at writing this down. I need to get better at writing this down. My main goals for January in regards to weight is to, make sure that I'm still eating intuitively. So I'm not going to be doing like specific fasting hours. I'm going to eat when I'm hungry and don't when I'm not. Rob is also going low carb with me. So we're going to stay as low carb as possible. He needs to get some weight off, and his A1C has been at like 6 for the past couple of years. I don't know why they haven't talked about medicine or something, because when I was at a 6, it was like, you're diabetic and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So the goal for both of us is to, get some weight off and control my blood sugars better. I see a new endocrinologist on the 6th. And if I don't like her, I have a different appointment for a different endocrinologist. Did I say endocrinologist? I meant endocrinologist later in the month. So main goal, 100 pounds. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle weighing in. I don't know if I'm going to weigh in once a week. I don't know if I'm going to weigh in twice a month. I honestly don't know. I don't know. The issue is, and here's the issue, and we've talked about this before, the scale is only a little bit of what's happening. And your weight can fluctuate a lot depending on if you're swollen for a woman, if it's that time of the month, or if you're premenopausal, or if you're menopausal, how much water you've had to drink, what the air quality is, like whether it's humid, what the air pressure is, like if I'm swollen, do I have inflammation? So weight is just a little bit of a marker. I set that specific goal because that's a number goal I can reach, but that's like my marker of, okay, I will be around 230 pounds and I would feel okay having surgery at that weight. When I had my back surgery in 2019, I believe I was almost 400 pounds if I wasn't over it. And I don't want to do that again, especially this surgery. If he does my whole spine, guys, can you imagine if he does my whole spine at one time? How the fuck? What the fuck? How am I supposed to live? My best friend, Chris, he was like, let me know. I'll take off and come down and take care of you. Cause he works in nursing. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to ask to go to rehab. Like, I don't want Rob to have to fuck around with me if I'm in the head brace kind of stuff. He's working from home now. Did we talk about this before? Maybe we had. So that's kind of where that thought process is like, holy shit, are we really going to do my entire back? What the hell? But the 100 pounds is like the main goal. I just want to lose as much weight as possible next year. It's not because it's really a tightrope, walking a tightrope when you talk about losing weight with health, because you can be I believe in health at any size. I don't have heart problems. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. Every doctor I've ever seen expects that from me because I'm fat, and I don't. Literally, the only thing that's been caused by my weight is type 2 diabetes, and that's genetic, runs in the family. I'm Native American. I mean, there was only a matter of time before it crept up on me. And that's the other thing. It's like, I told Rob, I was like, what if I lose 100 pounds and I get down to 230 and my blood sugar is still running high? It's like, I'm going to lose my shit, because everybody always says, oh, just lose weight and your diabetes will go away. We'll see. But I'm not losing weight because I think I'll look better. I'm not losing weight because I feel like my life will be better or I'll be a different person or anything like that. I'm literally trying to lose weight so I can recover from back surgery, because recovering from back surgery at 400 pounds was hard. It was hard, and that was an easy surgery, and this one will not be. So I'm really hoping that I can get some weight off, and I am probably the most determined that I've been since 2017. 2017, I was like, okay, something's happening. We're going to get this weight off. And right now I'm kind of in the same place. I want to get Rob healthy. He's about 30 pounds overweight right now, normal weight, but I'm hoping that getting him off a little bit more bread, hopefully I can cook more. Like, I just want 2023 to be better than 2022. Even with the possibility of a major surgery. So yeah, if you saw my word of the year, I talked about how I wanted to be mindful of things. And I thought rather than setting quarterly goals, it would be easier for me to set some monthly goals. So for my mental health, my goal for January is to find a therapist. I haven't been in therapy since probably January 2020. I stopped going during COVID. I didn't do it in 2021. I really should have tried to find someone in 2022, but it's such a daunting task. And I don't mind seeing people in person, etc., but it's like finding someone whose values and morals match up with you, and someone you feel like that you can be honest and vulnerable with, is not an easy task. And I think I mentioned in 2016, I literally called 16 people and just wasn't getting any luck. So the one that had an appointment, I was like, okay, and I stuck with him, and I probably shouldn't have. So that's kind of my mental health goal. For my physiological goal, like for my body goal, I need to find a gynecologist. I need a pap smear. I need to have a mammogram. I will be 45 this year. I've not had a mammogram. I need to do that. I need to talk to my regular doctor about having a colonoscopy if I'm due for that. I had one a few years ago, but I don't remember how long it's been. What else am I doing? I think I have a dentist appointment. Is that all I was doing? Yeah. I probably should have wrote this down. Good thing I can listen to this back when I'm editing. Misty, write it down. So those are kind of like my kind of mental health. I'm looking into Calm. It's 50% off. Do you guys use that? Do you think it's helpful? I'm going to be tracking. I set up my trackers. I linked the video in my community tab. I'll try to remember to link it here. It's on my Jolly Fit Elf channel. I've been setting up my health and wellness planner. It's not specifically for me to lose weight. I'm tracking anxiety, brain fog, stress, pain, fatigue, mood, blood sugar, blood pressure. I have a lot of things that I'm trying to keep track of just to see if there's any kind of correlation. 2023 is basically the year of data collection. And I've mentioned I want to be able to take something to a doctor and be like, here, you figure it out. You've got the MD. You're the MD. I know my body, but you're the MD. So I really want to be able to do that. It's very daunting. Like, it's very, very daunting. But at the same time, it's like, I have to put the work in. I have to. If I want to get a diagnosis, or if I want to get an understanding of what I need to do to make my body function better, I've got to put the work in. So I'm ready to put the work in. So for relationships, we are going out of town for our anniversary. I want to make sure that we're doing date nights or just kind of checking in with each other. I mean, we are here together all day, every day, but I'm in here and he's in there. And, you know, I feel like the physical part of our relationship is kind of on hold until I can get my back better. And for those of you who suffer from chronic pain or chronic illness, probably know that struggle. It's like, it's a struggle because you want to be able to foster every part of your relationship, and sometimes that's just not possible. And it's not something people talk about. I mean, it's private. I probably shouldn't talk about it either. But I want to be honest that it's not easy. I don't have all the answers, and that's why it's something I want to be mindful of for 2023. But yeah, I think that's it for January. I think that's enough for January. You know, intuitive eating, you know, find a gynecologist, find a therapist, get a pap smear, have a mammogram, find out if I need to do a colonoscopy, you know, all of those things. I'll be 45 in April. 45. My cousin turned 50 today, and that is the weirdest thing. I'm filming this on New Year's Eve. Today is our 13th wedding anniversary. We've been married 13 years, and that is like, what? Really? 13 years? Wow. So, and I love him, and he's been my rock, and he's just so amazing. And I feel like he's got the raw end of the deal sometimes because my body just won't let me do what I want it to do. So I really just hope that we get answers, I get relief, and I can get back to, you know, us being able to go to dinner or go, you know, driving around, or, you know, we used to go look at houses every weekend. I mean, we're in a house now, but we used to like to go to open houses or go look at model homes and stuff. So I want to get back to some of that, like being able to leave the house and do things with him. So that's going to be a big part of what I want to do in 2023. So that's it. Weighing in at 330. It's not $2.99. I don't know. Someone left a comment. She's like, you're delusional if you think you can lose 31 pounds. And I was like, I was kind of being facetious about it. But yeah, I still want to be, I want to be in the 200s. You know, like I said, I would really like to have 100 pounds off, even more. I mean, if I could get even lower than that, I just want to be at a weight where I can do physical therapy enough to help whatever's going on. And that's kind of what my mind has said. So that's it. That's a lot. 2022 was one of the worst years of my life. 2023, going into it, eyes wide open, knowing that I have this looming possibility. We're basically in flux until I see, you know, hear from the neurosurgeon, until I have the MRI on this SI joints. I'd rather wait till that's done to see him so he has all of the data. I'm going to keep you guys posted. I am going to try to get back into vlogging. I don't know if I'm going to do daily vlogs. It'll be mostly eating, tracking blood sugar, those kinds of things. My blood sugar is probably stupid high. I don't have a meter on. My bruise is almost gone. But I had a steroid in the epidural. I had a steroid in my infusion the other day. I'm going to have to tell that endocrinologist my A1C is probably 9. I'm not going to lie and be like, listen, it's probably 9. It's probably really high. But yeah, I just want 2023 to be a year of healing, physically, emotionally, etc. And I will do everything in my power to make sure that my body is taken care of. And like I said, I'm not, trying to lose weight because I feel like I'm ugly. I'm beautiful now. I think I'll be beautiful then. We'll see. Luckily, my plastic surgeon is the one that did my hand surgery, did my trigger thumb and my trigger finger. And we'd gotten a note that said he'd left our network. And I was like, no, because I have eye hoodies right here. And at some point in the next few years, I'm going to have them lifted because they're already getting over the lid. If I lose 150 pounds, I'm going to need like skin removal surgery. Possibly, I'm going to want a boob lift if nothing else. Boob lift and my gobbler taken care of. So, he's just great. So I don't even know how we got on this, but yeah. So 2023 is going to be what I make of it. And like I said, my word of the year is mindful. I will try to remember to link my planner videos in the description box down below, but you can go to the Jolly Fat Elf channel and find them there. I will keep you guys posted. Let me know what you think about weighing in. Again, it's like a marker. It's a weight. It's like a marker, but it's not. Again, it's not the be all end all. I am like at a 23 in pants. I'm ready to be in a 22 because I have 2 pairs of 24s. I'm ready to get out of them. The last time I bought tops, 3X, they're a little big. This one's stretchy because it's rayon or whatever, but I'm ready to get into those sizes. I'm ready to be smaller. Again, I really hope that losing the weight takes care of the diabetes, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be really pissed off because that's all I've been told since 2006. Lose weight, you'll be fine. Lose weight, you'll be fine. It'll cure it. You'll cure your diabetes. We'll see. So 100 pounds off, going to stay keto carnivore as much as I can. I'm going to try to do like daily vlogs or every other day, share my meals with you guys. Just yeah, I need a way to keep myself accountable. I need a way to keep myself like moving forward, and you guys are so great. I appreciate you so much. So I hope you had good holidays. Like I said, I'm filming this on New Year's Eve. It'll go up tomorrow. And we have already celebrated. We already went to lunch. We went to a hibachi place. And then, like I said, at some point we're going to go out of town and celebrate. So there's a bed and breakfast that we like to go to that's not too far from here. That's really, really nice and really comfortable. And yeah, anywho. Oh, one thing that did happen. So I think I mentioned that my brother and my nephew were going to come down for a couple of days after Christmas. And I had to send them home. And it literally broke my heart because Boone is 21 months and in everything. And even though we put everything away, he wanted to get in the litter box and he wanted to get in Roxy's water. And I think he was just really overstimulated. And trying to help Bo corral him and keep him busy was just too much. And he wanted me to pick him up a couple of times. He's almost 30 pounds. I told my brother, I was like, I think you guys are going to have to go home tomorrow. I was like, I physically cannot do this. I was already exhausted. So, we're going to go see them next week. Rob was off, for another week. So we're going to go see them next week and hang out at his house for a couple of hours. That way we can hang out together. But I was already sad on Christmas. Like, we didn't decorate. We didn't do anything for Christmas. Christmas was just another day. My back was killing me. Normally we go bowling on Christmas Eve. That's been a tradition now for almost 10 years. I wasn't able to go because the chairs they have are so flippin' hard. I knew I wouldn't be able to sit on them for a few hours. Like, we didn't decorate. We didn't do presents. We didn't do any of it. And on Sunday, I was so sad. And I don't know if I was sad because of that. I don't know what I was sad about. But having to send them home just made things worse. So another reason why I really feel like I need a therapist. Yeah. All right, friends, that's enough rambling. I've been talking now for an hour. No, 2 hours. I filmed a lot today. So, anywho, thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry that this was a little bit all over the place, but 330 pounds, wanting to lose 100 pounds, got some goals. We're going to do some goal setting every month. Try to get back into filming. It won't be next week because, like I said, Rob's home. He's off. I want to spend time with him. But starting, what is that, the 9th? The Monday after, yeah, the 9th, I'll try to start filming my meals and sharing that stuff with you. So, yeah. I'm going to be okay. Things will be okay. I'm going to be okay. Today's going to be a good day. I need to buy that album. Okay, so let me know if you've talked, if you use Calm. Like I said, I want to meditate. I want to get back, get into some kind of chair yoga, chair aerobics. Thank you to those of you who sent me links. I really do appreciate it. But other than that, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to come on this journey with me. I am nervous but optimistic, and I feel like that's just going to be where I'm going to have to be. I can't allow myself to be fatalistic about all of this, because that is definitely not good for my mental health. So wish me luck on finding a therapist and a gynecologist. Every time I find a gynecologist, they retire. Every flipping time. I like to see men rather than women. I had a woman gynecologist almost kill me, so I haven't been back to another woman. But so we'll see. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you did okay through the holidays. I hope that if you're making goals and resolutions, that you do whatever is favorable for you, whatever will put you first, etc. So I'm going to go. I love your faces. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Ba 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 ba.